bullying. Straight up bullying. Nigma Galaxy still smoked up and down in that bottom jungle. GH with Noob. Omar right behind them. See if they can connect onto someone here, because they are right on top of the heads of 3 Shopify heroes under dire vision currently. It looks like level 1 fight, not their kind of deal. .600 health. Here comes the gank squad. Sanking, Omar, Avalanche, and Blood Grenade, the Sandstorm. Noob is like, I don't want a little Burrow Strike, so Tomato's just gonna TP away. That would have been so nice. How big of a deal is it? Well, it looks like Noob's gonna have to TP away himself. Like, is it similar to old, Enigma leveling Malefice level 1? How bad is it for Sand King to level Burrow Strike? Quite challenging. Just offset things a little bit. Well, it doesn't go their way, so like you say, a creep wave dragging there behind their tower. You can peek into some of these other lanes where Yopaj against SumaiL, Kunkka versus OD. Currently, so far, so good for SumaiL. Ranged against this melee Kunkka, constantly hitting him. Makes life a little challenging. Then up at top, Pakaz, 9 last hits, Ghost on that Dragonite with 12, but the lane is in front of this Radiant Tier 1 tower, and so far no way for the IO to go and pull and drag it back, so Tidehunter pretty happy with the positioning of things. Double value. And both can sit in the pool. Oh, Noob down bottom. Yamato right on his tail under the tier 1 tower. Fairy Fire popped. PA gets the first blood. Is going to die. Omar taking a few more hits on the way out. Scam going to run back as well. Health Scream here. Looks like they might just have him. One more touch. Go on, Ghost. Get in there with the Breathe Fire, but now the turn onto GH by Pakaz. Fairy Fire into Lotus with a tether across the river. Gets in the distance, and Pakaz... Has he got anything left? Can he go get him? And Ghost was coming back up. It's a little bit too far away. God, yeah. treads into Witchblade. Stack up a ton of damage. Omar comes in, minute 5. Don't necessarily expect that kind of move. You know, maybe minute 4 for Water Runes if desperate. Minute 6, sure. 5 minutes in, Tiny's like, yeah, through the gate onto Ghost. Dragon Knight, Blood Grenade on him, pops a Magic Stick, but dead under his tower. While Omar will get the Avalanche Toss on the Tide Hunter by Kaz. It's going to be the trade-off. Another move from Omar. Calling down. Oh, no mana for toss anyway, looks like. Wouldn't have had it if he wanted to. So now a bit of a turn from Shopify with a good dead shot. Fear pushes, goes back into tie. Dead. I was going to say Noob at least is now having a decent time dragging waves into creep camps, but Jakiro's returned, PA's come in, and Noob's happy time is cut short. Shot and calling. Do they bring more heroes here? Because SumaiL's starting to get surrounded. Oh, you're right. TP from SumaiL down to bottom, though. Might be able to help save Noob or turn the tide, but it looks like Tomato has been left to his own devices by this Jakiro. The trouble with the IO support, though, is that he just walks behind the PA giving vision and nothing else. Thankfully, the rest of the team has the control and the damage to bring. There's a light bulb following behind you. You know, you're PA second scariest hero on the map right now, probably. Just an eye behind you. Eyeing up the DK top with Kunka's first move. Kaz, and no level 6 on him. Yopaj does have this X mark into combo, and with the Huerta setting things up, Ghost is dead again. So what is that? 3 deaths on Ghost now in the past couple of minutes. It's been a hard. It's the fake out. It's the fake out with the twin gate. Shows himself bot, goes to the gate, gets the catch on the Huerta here, and Hellscream absolutely done for. It's just ping-ponging from one side of the map to the other. You know, look top, look bot, look top, look bot again. Sand King is being run at by Jakiro and a PA. Omar, thankfully for Nigma Galaxy, sat in front of him. Avalanche, toss, Sand King sent in, but doesn't land on the PA as she phantom strikes to Jakiro. And you're right, SumaiL did come back down bottom to try and extend this fight. Risky. Oh, nice path, and the damage is there. SumaiL, all these moves nets him very little, just a death as he returns to the mid lane, and Tomato starting to feel himself. I don't know, it kind of feels like Nigma Galaxy are the ones that need more timings, though. Like Dragonite's trying to hit this armlet, OD, you know, OD sanking tiny, all kind of items-based heroes. And this is all going to give time for Tomato to get Battle Fury. Like Pakaz with his Vlad Soul Ring, he's, you know, a walking fountain for himself up in this top lane. He can just sustain for days on end, doesn't really care about much. With what, the double braces is very tanky too. Yeah, I was watching your stream yesterday. You were playing against Gossamer Capes, right? Reload. Oh, I hear a noise of action. SumaiL brought into the fray. And dead. Pakaz tied. He's handed quite a lot of stacks to try and get himself off the ground a bit. Top of the net worth now puts Ghost in pole position. I'm going to play with this OD. Sanking and Tiny can both start fights for them. They can save the DK and bail them out if needed. There he goes. Still gonna go for him. And a combo from the Kunkka. Half health Sand King. Vanguard paying off big time here as Luke survived it all. Dragonite's come in, took by the Ice Pound. Macro Pyre and a Blood Grenade is a lot of damage. They've killed off the Sand King in the back. Skem finds it. They don't finish off the DK, but now Tiny's being eyed up here. Deadshot misses and a 3-man avalanche will at least keep them at bay, but they've got this continuation. Short cooldown spells means non-stop chasing. Omar tagged by the Ice Path again, but they're lacking the damage a little bit now. Even though that doesn't like pay off perfectly for Shopify, they still get a core kill, a tower, map positioning. They kind of cut IO OD out of the game for a minute or so as well. And then cherry on the top, of course, is PA. Farming freely. You're right, yeah. One more. Avalanche, Noob, Epicenter into Burrow. They'll get onto the Jakiro while Riptide and Hellscream, considering the turnaround play with a Ravage from Pakaz, they get the Sand King all locked up and finish him off. Dragonite's wandered over here with Omar trying to lead forward. The Eye relocate on the right-hand side with the OD there. Gets there a couple of support kills. Who in the end got the wisdom though? Oh wow. no reload for 30. OD kind of stuck up top. I guess so. Yeah, very good. We used to see a lot of like OD fast roach taking. Is that something Nigma Galaxy could think about, like sneaking? Pretty much. Especially if you're being relocated in, right? It's like reload into ice path and your flight's just over. Used to be that nightmare of IO players is always Disruptor and Jakiro, huh? That's awkward. Here comes a smoke out of Nigma. Anking and Tiny holding hands and wandering top. I'm trying to figure out. I was trying to work that out. Yeah, there's no vision there, right? They scan up into the triangle. Now they get some vision down. But this might be a quicker jump from Shopify up top before Nigma Galaxy get here. There's a good little Astral and drift away from the torrent at least. Wraparound is still coming slowly. Yopaj and Omar wander past each other. They saw them. They ping. Really pleasing about moves like that. I think solely for the reason in pub play, right? If you're setting up for a go on top like that, and you know, Radiant team is setting up for a go top, Dire team is kind of wrapping around looking for a go top. But you both get into this, you know, sunk cost fallacy in a pub game. I know I would still be top waiting to see who's coming, but both teams realize, okay, we've been here for long enough. It's time to go somewhere else. PA comes back to farm, and then they move to snipe out Demado with that relocate. You know, that decision to not stick around to go play the rest of the map nets them this opening. They saw Yopaj coming. I think Noob caught a glimpse of him with that Observer Ward and himself kind of sat up on the triangle. So they know the Kunku was shifting top, and then a good idea that the rest of Shopify are coming behind him. So Io and OD tuck back to safety. Dragonite farms Ancients, and oh, look at this. Noob sees the PA coming. Epicenter into Burrow. Tiny arriving with the avalanche and the toss. Omar holds the stun until the last second, but Timado has got the Essence Ring. Jumps to safety. So close for Nigma Galaxy to find that beautiful snipe, but Timado on the very edge. And he's alive. Comms there as well. I'm watching it back on the stream delay. Like the comms must have been very good from Noob and Omar. Just like, you know, hold, wait, and Noob wait for 2 seconds, let the Tiny catch up, get there in time, lacking a little bit of damage. Oh, the Ravage as well. And then relocate save. Off you go. Not even back to Fountain, just behind his tier 2 to continue fighting if need be. We're still going to get caught by the ice path, and there we go. Turns it back to Tiny. Omar jumps in. Avalanche toss and the Eclipse onto Scam and Picard. As that dead Jakiro, and the Tide is going to follow him right down into the grave. Astral for now, as Yopar jumped on by Noob. This Sand Tiny duo finding opening after opening with a toss forward. Another stun. They cancel the TP of Yopaj. And another core kill here as Nigma Galaxy clean Shopify off that top part of the map. Oh, really? Objective after objective. Yeah, GH tethering to the Tiny just a fraction of a second before Omar blinks in to play aggressively. And it's non-stop filtering forward one by one. Noob jumps one target, Omar another, chasing until the bitter end. No BKB, no safety against the OD. Has to blade mail and boat and hope to God he survives. Looks like it's enough. Good jump from Omar though, and there's the damage onto Picard's from the OD. Tide Hunter not with the same safety mechanism as the Kunkka has. I'm wondering, well, I guess we know that it wouldn't be the same game without an IO, right? Like the OD has been unlocked through, you know, haste runes, yes, but also this IO being able to play globally. Absolutely not.
That was unreal.
Tipping in. Yeah. Gotta jump back onto the Jakiro. PA is, at least for now, unleashed and safe. And it felt like it so felt like this PA and OD were on the same trajectory to become absolute beasts. Has PA struggled, or is this just the fact that PA can't do it all on her own? And your map is getting smaller and smaller with every passing moment. PA can't get to Ancients, so she's farming small and medium camps. Ghost is clearing out wave bottom. It's all the chaff and the husk, all the nasty bits from your wheat. And Ghost, after clearing wave, finds Jakiro. And this Tide Hunter might be in a spot of bother, honestly. Yopand is here to back up his buddy, but Picard gets pushed around. The OD unleashes hell. They get GH. The Tide Hunter ravages before dying himself. Surely he's going to fall to this Dragon Knight. Oh. TP. Not happening. The sanity's eclipsed from the OD. Makes damn sure he dies. Oh my god. Yeah, like... Yeah, you're right, though. Like, Noob sat in Radiant Ancients for a long time. Dragon Knight's gone over and cleared it. Our own Ancients have never been invaded. Oh! What they called SumaiL. That's a Dota 2. Yeah, I mean, your OD's dead for 20 seconds. There's not much the other Nigma Galaxy heroes. Like, look at Sankin, cutting wave bottom. Don't let them put, like, immediate scramble, panic mode, all jets in the sky kind of deal. Huh. Now, Ghost? He's on his own up here. Tomato just needs a little glimpse of vision to get a dagger and a jump. Kunka's following through, but it looks like they're going to have to give up on that. Hellscream and Picard's in the meantime, bottom side of the map, being chased by Omar and GH. See if they can find this Tide Hunter with an avalanche toss back. They do spot him, and Picard's sent back in towards the OD. There is a TP ready for this Tide, but I guess the stuns and controls are going to come through eventually anyway, so it doesn't even bother using it. Even through the BKB, obliterated. SumaiL is like, didn't happen. Nothing happened. Comes back with a vengeance. Dark time. Immediately die. Yeah, we go from a situation where it's like, what's going on? To Nigma Galaxy back to asserting dominance, pushing high ground, multiple lanes shoved in towards Shopify. A brief, moment of respite for Shopify quickly cut. Coming back up again. Nice device OD. Picard shows off his freshly purchased Blink Dagger and jumps under a dire ward. Omar with a toss-up, lands straight down, skem the focal point as he's run back around. Ice Path and Boat comes in, but GH is okay to get away from danger, while Hellscream focused down by the Sand King on the left-hand side. Tomato comes in, though. Some good damage towards Noob, but not enough to finish the Sand King, so the only casualty so far. Oh, Picard's with a jump ravage. Kills GH, IO down. Ghost is in here. He needs Omar and SumaiL to get in as quickly as possible. Tide protects himself with a Ghost Scepter. Nigma Galaxy now in a 4 versus 5 as Murataba is back and puts Shopify in a spot where they could step forward, but with no Ravage and Noob holding his high ground position, they've got so much damage to bring Pakaz down quickly. Shopify now skirting around the edge of the fight to find another angle. Toss on the PA, the core, Tomato, side device, into the stuns, and the PA's dead. Yopaj will BKB TP home. But a calamitous sequence of events for Shopify again. A team fight execution from Nigma Galaxy so far has been superb. Slowly but surely you're going to die. Meanwhile, Noob is finding more in the base. Yopaj, X mark. That's not going to work out against a SumaiL OD. Pakaz now, having to Ghost Scepter and waddle back behind his barracks. He tipped, was it this game? Did he tip Noob when he got the kill? Something happened. This is a bit of tip for tap, you know? That looks super hard now. Nigma in Roche. The raw bellows out across the map. Nigma have smoked up a couple of their heroes. Noob and Omar ready to strike as Roshan is killed. Aegis for SumaiL, but in comes Shopify with a Ravage and the PA damage. Ghost and SumaiL dropping low. They'll lose the OD now as DK stands his ground and fights with the epicenter. Burst strike from Noob. They clear out Scam and Tomato's dead. Pakaz in trouble, and it looks like Nigma Galaxy, even without the buybacks that they're going to pump out here, a well-deserved team fight victory in the Roche pit to find Pakaz. And even a little bit more as Hellscream stuck around. Omar with another toss back. Just one by one, the dominoes topple over. An ultra kill for SumaiL. It forces the GG out of Shopify.